Hello. The video I'm presenting today features an epic battle between the Nature Guard and the Deathwing. Does it truly live up to the epic standard? Of course it does. That's because the Deathwing is an authentic, bona fide epic level monster. Hee hee. The Deathwing can unleash dual negative buffs during its attacks, and it has an extremely high probability of reducing damage taken when on the defensive. Let's gradually experience these features in the subsequent battles. My first attack didn't seem to have anything unusual. The monster took all the damage. Aha, right after that, the monster's attack failed. Is this what an epic battle is supposed to be like? I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to win this way too easily. It's my turn to attack again. This time, I want to try to activate the big straight skill. Although the roll wasn't successful, I can activate the skill through the cards in my hand. The monster still didn't do anything, and it lost another 7 hit points. Although the monster activated its skill this time, I easily evaded the damage by using the evasion buff. However, I was still inflicted with the silence buff and the weakness buff. As I mentioned before, the silence buff has its effects, and for the weakness buff, for every one of this buff I possess, the attack damage will be reduced by 1. Considering that the weakness buff is a continuous buff, I opted to pass it back to the monster. The silence buff, on the other hand, only lasts for 1 round. Even though I'm unable to use the straight skill during this round, I can still explore other alternatives. For instance, this time I can at least choose the Tranquility skill to restore some buffs. After all, my advantage is still quite evident. Although I spent 3 evasion buffs, I managed to dodge all of the monster's damage once again. Of course, the accompanying negative buffs couldn't be avoided. Considering the situation in the previous round, this time we chose to remove the silence buff from ourselves, which gives us a chance to use the straight skill. As expected, the small straight skill was activated this time. Next, we used up all the blessing buffs. It seems to be another powerful high damage strike. Yeah, everything is going smoothly. The monster only has 4 hit points left. It seems that this battle will be over in just 1 more round. During the monster's attack turn, although I no longer have the evasion buff, by using the unique blessing buff, I can still reduce the monster's damage by 4 points. The strategy for the upcoming offensive round is quite clear. Remove the silence buff. As long as the straight skill is activated, and with the damage boost from the blessing buffs, even though there are 2 weakness buffs on me, the damage output should still be sufficient to defeat the monster. Wait! The monster finally rolled a 6 in this defensive roll, exempting itself from this fatal blow. Just take a look at the monster's skill details panel. As long as it rolls at least 1 6 during the defense, it will completely avoid any damage except for the ultimate skill. The monster was just lucky last time. This time, if I activate a skill with damage no less than 6 points again, I should be able to win, right? Oh no! The monster rolled a 6 again, and what's more, it got 2 of them. It's really tenacious. Fortunately, the monster failed in its attack because it didn't have enough energy, less than 2 points, to remove the choking buff. I've been granted the opportunity for a third consecutive attack. As the saying goes, third time's the charm, so this time I should succeed no matter what. This time, the choice wasn't complicated. I first removed one weakness buff. And then directly used the rage skill again. Another roll of 6. It's really frustrating and speechless. Although the monster still can't deal any damage, it also keeps evading defeat. It's really a kind of mental torture. This time, regardless of the outcome, I directly cleared all the buffs on myself, and then used the rage skill to deliver the 4th, fatal blow, to the boss. The monster was so persistent that it rolled a 6 for the 4th time. It's really infuriating. I directly used the Dragon Banner card in my hand. This card allows the user to have 2 consecutive offensive rounds, which means I can directly deliver the 5th, fatal blow. Before I even finished speaking, my 5th, fatal blow, had already ended in failure. I'm seriously starting to feel like banging my head against the wall. It seems that the 6th, fatal blow, can truly be a fatal blow this time, because I rolled 3 6s. And the card in my hand allows me to activate the hero's ultimate skill. Under any circumstances, once the ultimate skill is used, there is no way to defend against it. The moment of victory actually makes me feel like crying. Well, that's it for today. See you next time.